Hi everyone, it's Linda here from Banjo's Beat House with our weekly Facebook Live video. And a few of you are unhappy with me because I did the flower part of our last project off camera. I'm sorry, but that's where inspiration struck. And a few people have asked to demonstrate how I actually did that. So I'm going to demonstrate the technique. I don't have another cab set up, but I can kind of walk you guys through that process. And I will play around with some flower beads and show you some other colors that came in one of the bags that I bought to make this kit. The good news is I do have some of the Jet AB and some of the white that you're about to see in a shipment that's currently in transit. So we'll have some more flower beads added to the range very, very soon. And I believe I also got some mix bags in there so that you guys will be able to have fun playing around with some mixes. So let's go and have a look. So I've just got a scrap piece of felt to work with today and a needle with some fire line on it. You would have remembered from live, well, from the Bead with Lynda box, we had these little three flowers. So we had a 10 mil and a 9 mil and this tiny little 6 mil. I think I threw in something similar in pinks and purples and whites. I don't remember because we packed those boxes a while ago. In the 8 mil, sorry, the 10 mil in the mix bag that I bought, I also got all these other little colors, and it's this white that I've also got coming in now, and I've got a mix bag that has all these sorts of colors in there as well. I have found a mix bag of my little 9 mil dudes, so they're coming in. And I think I've got these guys coming in the white. I'm not sure if I picked up a mix bag or not. Just depends whether they had it or not. And I also have the Jet AB. So you'll be able to have some fun. And these guys should be in a mix bag that's already on the website. So they're just some fun little AB ones. I've also got some of the 2 mil faceted that I worked with, some size 11 seed beads, and a little 4x6 drop bead, just to show you the sorts of things that you can create with the flowers. So we just need to get fire line attached, which I'm doing off camera, which I know is really naughty. I'm just trying to get a little cross section so I can secure it. As I said, I'm just working with a scrap of my felt that I cut out of. Just trying to get fire line anchored, and we'll go have a little play. Okay, now that's not going to pull out. So basically, when I did this, obviously I had the cab and I've lined these guys up against the cab. I'm not going to demonstrate that part because I don't have another cab set up. But basically, it's just going through the bottom of the flower with your needle and setting it up. So if you, where I had the cab, this was actually sitting up. The cab was sitting underneath here, and then I came and put in other flowers around it and I spaced them around. That is all going to be dependent on what you're working with. So on mine, I used the 2 millimeter bead to do the next part, but I'm actually going to show you guys using the drop. So you can actually build a core to your flowers. Now, unfortunately, he's clear because he's what was on my desk. And basically, you just want to try and go down in the exact spot where your needle came up. And you can see here, you can add some three-dimensionality with a little drop. So, you know, it's one way. Obviously, if I was doing this, I'd do it with a gold drop, but we had the clear one here. So that gives you one option of how you can play. If we're coming back up and picking up another flower, so I'll pick up the white. This time I will pick up just a plain gold seed bead, and it's just a matter of going back down through that hole. So the process itself is really, really simple. It's how you choose to layer them. That's when it becomes, you know, more fun. So we might just pop up here and we'll pick up, say, this greeny colored one. So we can try and get these guys, you know, to sit nice and flat next to each other. I'll do the 2 mil little hematite plated bead. So we've got, you know, a nice little grouping there. Obviously, you know, there's a tiny little gap there, so maybe that's where you want to bring your needle up, and maybe that's where you work with one of the tiny little ones. Whoops, just got to get him to come down my thread. So again, I'm just going to work with a little seed bead, drag that back down and through. He's going to sit where he wants to try and land, but this is just how you can create some little layering with the flower beads. They don't all have to be the same size. So I've got these little flatter AB ones, and you can see here if I angle it like that, it's going to create an effect off to the side and push up, and that's kind of what I did against that cab. So that's how you can just get some lovely, you know, angling, create some texture, create that little vase effect. You know, you could do a flower crown on a face cab. It's all about just having fun with different materials. It's a very simple process of just threading through, having something to catch over the top and going back down the hole. So yeah, it's very, very easy. It is a lot of fun, and we have more of those on the way. So this was a quick one. We are busily packing advent boxes. So it's, yeah, all all fingers are weighing and packing at the moment. We have one of them just about done, and the other two aren't too far behind. And I have got about 3 patterns left to finish off editing and recording videos and bits and pieces so that we can get those out to you guys in early November. The November box, which is our final Delica box for the year, also dropped this week in the newsletter. So it's available for sale on the website right now for pre-order. So I'm looking forward to getting that one packed and out to you guys, and then starting to work on the 2026 boxes. So I will share some more information on the 2026 boxes as we get closer to launching the first one of those. But that's it for me for now. Stay safe in the crazy hot weather that is seeming to be hitting Australia at the moment. And I will see you guys next week for our next Facebook Live. Bye for now.